It's been less than a year.
Has it?
But since I've started my new round of streaming, since I've been doing the
Oh, okay.
StarCraft 2 ladder streaming, right? I think it's taken me about 2 weeks. Oh my god. And then what's really frustrating is then I watch people who play and they're like, "Oh, let me show you how to get up to the best league in 4 hours." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
great."
Those people, but that's the thing, though. Those people exist for every community.
Hmm.
There are those people for
Woo!
fucking literally anything. Like, I watch people like Legend of Total War. If you ever want to feel bad about your Total War gameplay, fucking all of that guy's videos is this is why every Total War game is the easiest game ever invented and why you should never struggle. And
Hmm.
he just, with like 3 units, will conquer the entire fucking map by turn 10. And you're like, what in the actual fuck?
Okay, so since we ranked up, I think that's a pretty good milestone to stop this kind of stuff. Sir, if you're still there, Brum97, if you'd like to play some 2v2, I'd be happy to do that actually. Or if you happen to be silver or lower, I'm happy to actually give some lessons if you want. I can review replays. We can go over builds and such, even just look at simple stuff like hotkeys, worker management, and all that. But otherwise, until I get an answer, if you're still there, or willing to chat, I'll go ahead and just play some. Where is it? Some custom games. In the meantime, just because I want to, and I've been playing ladder a while, so gonna mix it
Yeah,
up.
well done.
Yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, you can continue. Sorry, I had to do my spiel.
Oh, you're good.
All good now.
Fucking, what was I saying?
Total War.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever watched Legend of Total War?
No, I have not.
Oh, God. He'll just make you feel bad.
Well,
That's because that's all his fucking playstyle is just, he legitimately is like, he micros so fucking heavily.
yeah.
Like, so, you remember when we started playing Total War together and I started doing the fucking, where you send a cavalry unit forward and
Sure.
you keep running them back and forth in different directions to fucking draw arrows?
Oh yeah.
I got that from watching him because he does that in almost every fucking Total War to fuck with the AI, where he
Interesting.
just sends the cavalry unit to make them waste all of their ammo
Nice.
and be like, "Oh, there, done," and he'll do it in like 3 seconds, and it's like, "Oh, it's over now. It's fine. Game over. I won.
Wow.
Out of arrows, so now I can just march my guys up, and now I win."
And I use
You're just
my
like,
arrows while they can't shoot back, and then if they charge me, I'll
yeah.
just overwhelm them because I have my arrows.
Well, and
No,
he's
it's
also
smart.
like, even when he micros with like melee units, he's doing shit where it's like, "Oh yeah, so let me send this one unit that I'm like, there's no way that's gonna work. That unit breaks in like 4 seconds," and he's like, "So I'm gonna send this unit forward, and then this unit's gonna come from here. This unit's here. This unit's here.
Oh
And this." And I'm
boy.
like, "How the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like he's like if you played. I feel like if you played against him, it'd be like, you know, in movies where somebody's playing against a supercomputer.
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of shit where you're like, this thing is cheating.
Right.
And that's the guy's entire channel, and he'll do it immediately every time a new Total War comes out. He's immediately like, "This is how you break this Total War. This is how you beat it in like an hour."
My God.
And he's just and you're like, I hate myself. I've never felt like more of a failure. Fucking
Why'd I leave the
general.
lobby? What the hell?
I don't know.
The game was starting and then it just booted me out. What's going on?
Maybe the lobby closed.
That's silly. We were about to start the game. Stupid.
Steady hands.
Whatever.
Go for chain shot. Blade storm.
Let's wait again, I guess, for that.
One more time.
We're gonna celebrate. Well, that might be copyright. I'm not gonna. Although, of course, it doesn't matter. I'm not affiliate. It doesn't actually matter. I can play whatever I want,
Well, it's
right?
only copyright if you actually sound like it.
That's true. If you're a shit singer, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah. Have you seen those ones where people get fucking copyright claimed for covers?
What? But it's a cover. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah. It's the funniest thing because, you know, then you go to YouTube and you're like, "Hey, jackass, I'm the one singing."
God damn.
You can't fucking... No, fuck you. Give me my ship back. What do I want to play? Oh, so we had a huge fucking event happen yesterday.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
Fucking...
And you're streaming tonight, right?
Marvel.
With like your squad or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight is probably variety stream again.
That's probably the best thing. Although, are you guys still playing Phasmophobia?
I'm not. I'm done.
Good.
It's not my... They can play it. You know, if they feel like playing it, it's fine. I'm just... It does nothing for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta change my... Yeah, we had a whole thing happen yesterday in Marvel Strike Force. We got a new event came out,
Mm-hmm.
and it is just the biggest slap in the fucking face. Sorry, changing my tag.
It's fine. Can you edit a stream mid-stream, like the description and all that? Or I thought you have to end the stream.
Yeah. No, you can change it midstream.
How would I do that?
You go to Twitch.
Oh, the Twitch website. Oh, that way. Okay.
Yeah.
I was asking about in Streamlabs, though.
Oh, no. But it does the same thing.
All right. Because technically my stream still says I'm teaching, which is true, but no one's here, so...
Yeah.
Why not?
But yeah, so we got this event.
Right.
And the community... So, a little bit of backstory. The community has been at odds with Scopely a bit lately, which is the company that runs Marvel Strike Force. Just because there's been quite a few characters that have had game-breaking bugs in them, that the community has asked for it to be fixed, and it takes a long time for it to get fixed. Meanwhile, a bug shows up that, you know, benefits the players, and it's immediately gone.
Huh.
You know? So people are a little upset about that kind of stuff. People are upset because the last few times they've been running character drops, it's been pretty unreasonably high for like how much you have to do to try and get the character. And then on top of all of that, recently they released the Doom Raids, which are the super late game content. These are for the guys who are maxed out level with characters at their absolute highest points, or what was the absolute highest point, because now we have a new highest point in G15. And the idea being that you would come in and you do all of these hard fights, and you would earn some of that G15 gear for doing these missions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're big raid missions, so it's you and a bunch of other players working together in an alliance to do it.
Right.
The issue being that, yeah, if you go through Dark Dimension fucking 4,
right,
which is the hardest one right now, at the very end, you have a chance of having one piece of G15 gear. Which you need like 200 for a single upgrade slot. So the drop rate is fucking garbage.
Oh no, my viewers went down to 1.
About that.
So sad. It's just
so, I'm gonna read the event to you that came out that yesterday was so big that we got a response from Scopely within 2 hours. Because of how negatively the entire community took it, literally people were calling for another boycott of the game.
Oh boy.
So 2 things you need to know. Power cores are the in-game currency. Yes, sir. And there is currently no other event. Oh good, they haven't changed it yet, okay. So, first we have Well Wishes. Mind you, this is to celebrate, I don't know if you know, the Lunar New Year.
Okay.
Lunar Festival.
Not. I mean, I don't think. I don't sit around thinking about the Lunar Festival.
Well, I'm asking if you know anything about it.
No.
So culturally, what it is it's a time to essentially give thanks for people in your life, and show them you care. Traditionally, by they will fill red envelopes with money, and you give them
Oh, it's
to
like the Chinese New Year
family
thing.
members. Yeah,
Oh, I know about that. Yeah.
um, and this is what this is supposed to be for, because we're going into the year of the ox.
Okay.
And instead of, giving players the opportunity to maybe share cores with other players or share gear or, a way to say thank you to other players in their community, Scopely did this. This is the Well Wishes event.
Hmm.
You get points for this by spending cores, the in-game currency.
Okay.
To get to finish every milestone in the event,
Okay.
which
Sure.
resets every day,
Mm-hmm.
you need to spend, or it's 5,000 points to
Okay.
get to the end. So the immediate question becomes, how many points is a core worth, right?
Right. I suppose that makes sense. Yeah.
1 point is 1 core.
Oh, what?
So you have to spend 5,000 cores a day. Now we'll just go over to the store so we can talk about the price of cores. You can buy a crate of power cores, which is 4,130 for $50, which wouldn't be enough. And your next purchasing option is a shipment of power cores for 8,630 for $100.
Oh boy.
Or say you got that 4,000, you only want the next 1,000. Then you can pay for a case of power cores, which is 1,580 cores for $20.
Huh.
So you can either spend 100,
Right.
or you can spend 60 every day for a 10-day event.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So beyond massively being culturally insensitive by missing the point of the holiday,
Right.
this is better than Marvel Future Fight. Yeah, I heard that. So this fucking, beyond being massively rude to the actual people who celebrate the event,
Right.
they also added cheerful celebration, which goes along with this. This is probably one of the most disgusting things. They went, okay, cheerful celebration. This lasts for the whole 10 days. It doesn't reset every day.
Right.
Milestone 24, you need 420,000 points to get it.
Yikes.
Scoring,
That's pretty
you
big.
earn points by opening the lunar orbs,
What?
which you can only open lunar orbs by getting the lunar shards from spending points.
Huh.
And to make this worse, this is an alliance event. What
Right.
this means is that other people you play with know how many points and how much money you're spending, which one is just rude.
Yeah, that's pretty rude.
No one else's business how much you spend. And 2, it requires pretty much your entire alliance to spend to be able to hit the milestones.
So it forces people to spend their money in order to be helping the team, and if they don't, everyone will know they're not helping the team.
And it will split alliances, where most alliances in the MSF community are specifically made to be mixed.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up, actually. Yeah.
Where a lot of the communities are, hey, we help free-to-play, play at the higher levels because they can't normally afford to.
Right.
So they're in our alliance, and now it's like, remember how you couldn't afford to?
Right.
You mind getting out of the alliance for this event?
Oh, I see. So that way they're not held back. Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah. So it's shattering alliances, and a lot of alliances have family members in it. Where, people in families play together, and some people are better off than others. And it's bad.
That's awkward as fuck.
So the community just went on fucking fire. Because it was like, what the actual fuck?
No, it makes sense.
I was
yeah.
ready to walk away for a week as a free-to-play.
Mhm.
I was encouraging other people to do the same because we hadn't heard anything from Scopely after it initially dropped. They were silent for a while. I mean, it was 2 hours, but it felt like forever. Because everyone was immediately like, what the fuck? And as Remex and a few other people pointed out, this wouldn't have been that bad of an event if, one, it wasn't tied to the lunar calendar, and
Right.
two, if it would have happened during a character event.
Right.
So if this would have happened, because we have Moon Knight is coming to the game soon.
Mm-hmm.
If this would have happened when Moon Knight was dropping, no one would have cared. Because you're probably going to drop cores anyways, refreshing stuff and trying to get Moon Knight.
Right.
So it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, because it's like, oh yeah, whatever, we're already dropping cores, this is like a bonus thing.
Right.
And pretty much everyone's going to be dropping the cores that they've saved up because, you know, it's a bonus thing.
Right.
But because it happened when literally nothing else is going on, it's not only very tone deaf for, you know, their biggest player bases being in Europe and in America, where both places are still dealing with the COVID pandemic.
Right.
And people losing their jobs.
Yeah, and that's pretty rough just on it by itself. Yeah.
Yeah, and this being a free-to-play game.
Right.
Ugh.
Oh, hey! Welcome, Bloob. Bloob, welcome back. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine. All good.
But yeah, so yeah, like, if it would have happened during a character drop, no one would have cared, you know?
Right.
But for it to just happen, and what's even worse is we can see the calendar for what's coming next.
Right.
And there's another event happening after this called the Valentine's Day deals, where they're selling stuff at a discount. And it's like, why didn't you run these two events together? So that, again, we could have something to buy, or, you know, there be a reason for us to spend. Because 5,000 cores a day is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you would spend 5,000 cores a day.
Oh, like there's not enough stuff to buy?
Yeah. Like, other than literally just going into Prime Orbs and pulling.
Right.
For the sake of trying to spend money. Which, why would you do that?
No, I get that, yeah.
Like,
it's a bit silly.
Oh, it's so bad. So, everyone was furious. Everyone's pissed off. I had shut down the fucking game. I was like, I'm walking away until this fucking gets fixed. And if this doesn't get fixed, I'm walking away from the game, period. Because I was furious. I was like, this is fucked, man.
Right.
And, Scopely responded 2 hours later.
Right.
Which, by the way, is really hard to watch for, like, Remex, fucking the other guy we watched after mobile game. People who are affiliates with Marvel Strike Force sit there and you can see it on their face where they're like, I know I need to try and spin this in a positive way, but this is fucking unacceptable and I've got nothing.
Right.
Like, Rem just ended his streamer. That guy normally streams for about 6 hours and he was gone.
Damn.
He just popped the fuck out. Like, he was like, I need to go figure out what the fuck's going on, and just left.
Right.
And he fucking raided one of his buddies who used to be part, and he was the same thing where he was like, I don't know what the hell they're thinking. This is dumb. Like, this is tone deaf as hell.
Ew.
And just fucking rude. But then Scopely put out, well, I say Scopely. Cerebro put out a post, who is one of the developers, who put out a post on Reddit, essentially going, hey, so our event went live, just in case you missed it, and y'all seem really upset about it. And they explained that, hey, so, because they had essentially for the milestone, up until milestone, like 19, there's nothing in it for the Krakens, the guys who spend a lot of money. Fucking nothing in it. Because it's all low tier fucking gear. So no one cared. None of the late game guys cared. Great for the early game guys, but then the farther down you go, there's a bunch of stuff for late game that would be super useful to get early game because you would have it, like G14 and G15.
Right.
And so in their little statement was essentially, hey, so we just meant the like last few tiers of that with all the G15 gear to be for the Krakens. We didn't expect everyone to have to do that. We expected that to be like a, hey, you know, this is just kind of a bonus for if you spend a bit.
Right.
But we can understand why you would think otherwise because of the way you presented it. We didn't think about that. We're sorry. We should have presented it better. Which doesn't help because, you know, it kind of looks that way when you make the whole alliance need those points to hit their higher tier.
If it's like a requirement, like you're forcing it, yeah.
Yeah. And people broke it down, by the way. Every player in the alliance would have to spend 640 power cores a day to hit the max. Every single person in the alliance would have to spend that.
Yikes.
Yeah. So that's a bit much.
Yeah.
Like, no one has that kind of power cores laying around, or that kind of money laying around to be able to spend that kind of power cores. So, yeah, well, I mean, the Krakens and whales do, but not any of the free-to-play players. So they fucking, in their response, they're like, so what we're gonna do is, as of the Saturday reset, which will happen tonight at 11 o'clock, they're going to be reworking the event entirely. And by that, they mean they're going to be removing the top 3 tiers, putting it down to Milestone 24, which still costs 3,000 cores every 24 hours, and putting all those rewards into the tier 24. And then also, to help all those free-to-play players, they're going to be super nice, and they're going to put out a new calendar event that will give you 100 cores for every day of the event.
Oh.
There's only 5 days left. It's 500 cores.
Right, okay.
That doesn't cover a single day.
Yikes.
Yeah, that doesn't cover a single day's worth of the amount of cores you would have to spend.
Right.
Like, are you actually fucking kidding me? How tone deaf can you possibly be when your entire community is on fire? Being like, hey, this is not okay. And you're like, I mean, no.
I mean, it could be okay.
It's
someday.
fine. Yeah, it's like, I will burn you. Swear to God. So yeah, I was all upset. So I've been saving my power, or my orbs, for the last while. And last night, because I was so upset by everything that happened, I just pulled all my orbs to make myself feel better. And I got 2 legendaries on 2 different accounts, so I did end up feeling better.
Well, that's good.
But yeah, fucking, it's just, yeah, it's bad. It's a whole last time.
Alright, we lost. It's fine.
Yeah, I saw that. You were being hit hard.
Yeah, it's okay. It's why I'm playing custom games.